The only ability he needs to be careful about is like he's playing into Batrider in the lane. You know that he's gonna have a really good laning stage. Like needs to be careful about the lasso, like global silence combo with the charge from Spirit Breaker. A bit of a like global presence from Spectre, but I think he's gonna have a really easy time. Like playing with Magnus, playing with Puck. They needed to make some kind of an adjustment on side of Penguin Squad because they did pick Batrider. Far Studios responded with Puck, which is a good matchup for Puck. By a good matchup, I mean like there aren't really many good heroes that you can put on a mid lane against this Batrider and just say, you know, good luck. Do 50-50. I get the equal amount of farm. Puck is one of those heroes that tends to do okay, and that they needed to make a shift. So Batrider put on the offlane. It's been a while since I saw Bat on the offlane. Arcane Curse on too.
Ooh. Yeah, not really doing anything. A little Spectral Dagger, but a bash. Crawler. Doing some damage, and I saw, look at Crawler's webcam real quick. His setup's so blue. I don't know if you saw that, but look at that.
It's a lot.
Like,
it's a lot
I couldn't
of
tell
light.
if it was like a green screen and it's just all blue, or he's on the
blue
Enterprise.
Screen.
Like,
yeah, it's a.
Yeah.
He's watching Avatar in the background.
Hopefully, Last Airbender, not the James Cameron movies.
What do you have against those movies?
I just think the Avatar from Last Airbender is better. And Sonic, he is going to die here for first blood as, well, he continues the trend of being a Crystal Maiden in these Dota games. Not good. It's not fun. Talk about a hero that kind of just gets bullied all day. But, coming back, not really able to do anything with that Frostbite. We just saw that triple split. Lacoste, it shows you all three lanes, so while it's fresh in your mind, what's the most important lane to you?
For Penguin Squad, I would say it's this Tiny. I think he needs to pop off. You do have Spectre as your carry. She's not an active carry by any means. Like she might pop into a fight with one ulti and then goes back to farming. So Sight needs to be the one setting the tempo. He's playing into Puck, which is a good matchup for Tiny. Like you can always burst this Puck. You can kill Crystal Maiden, kill Rubik. I think he's set himself for a really good game. It's gonna be about like how well he's gonna play. Like in terms of the game for Tiny, it looks really good. Also having something to play with the Spirit Breaker. Not the best hero that rotates against Puck because he can dodge things with the phase shift, but against other heroes, like sometimes Tiny needs a bit of an extra damage to kill some of these heroes, and Spirit Breaker is gonna give him that.
Avalanche on to Annihilate, that damage you're talking about coming through for a second. Spirit Breaker, Crawler, just charging to get away from this Lifestealer for the moment, or kind of feinting it. Not really much doing other than that first blood that was on Sonic to start the game. Saw Jenkins bottom try to get a skewer onto the tower, but it didn't work out for him on Snow, and the early goings is when that's going to be most effective. But now the creep equilibrium more so under the Radiant Tower than anything, and that's not going to allow them to get that skewer under their own tower at all. Well, Arcane Curse action hitting Nushim as well.
It's a lot of spam on Spectre. He's getting some shared tangles here in the bottom lane. Magnus. 2 points in skewer. Misses. We didn't catch that one on camera.
Still thankfully. Not exactly working out for him in the skewer department. Not able to make any kebabs. But I think comparing the first two games to this game, it's certainly quiet. I'm a little surprised that the lanes are this quiet, but I don't really see the most killer lanes coming out from either team. And the variable is that skewer, which again, Jenkins misses.
Especially if spells are used like that. They're not going to get any kills. And yeah, Sonic here, this is pretty much a solo kill.
Yeah, got help from the tower. Crawler kind of crawled under the tower and prayed for death. And got exactly what he was looking for. So, full health, full mana. He's got boots now. And let's see. He's going to TP towards top and not use that charge to get all the way up there. But Sonic, still this level 2 Crystal Maiden, waiting for that moment when he could finally feel like he's got something to give. Oh, scare again. And that one, I think this time to get out. Not so much bring the Spectre with him. Annihilate takes a lot of damage over mid from a combo of the Avalanche Toss from Scythe, but doesn't quite die.
They need to secure like 6-minute rune for this puck, or someone needs to die, refill his bottles. Scythe will start to play a bit more active. Fairy Fire is available. Mid lane gets tossed and almost gets a solo kill. Raindrop plus Fairy, keeping him alive.
Ooh, I'll get the kill on the Silencer. That's just because he was under the tower. Meanwhile, top, Sonic falls to the Firefly coming in from Satoshi. FSJ. He'll rage. And while that's going on, Annihilate mid is finally going to die to Scythe. They've got the charge on FSJ. They'll hit a bash. Crystal Maiden TPing in, so they won't get the damage off to kill that Lifestealer just yet.
I was looking at the mid lane. Scythe playing very aggressive. He comboed puck 3 times. Had Clarity running. Had full bottle pretty much. And then used a magic stick, a magic wand. And got him. This is a bit of a difficult matchup, you know, for puck throughout the whole game. Tiny, I said that he needs to have a good start. And right now, he's on top of the net worth. 6-minute rune in 15 seconds. Let's see who from Penguin Squad's gonna rotate to the mid lane to secure it.
Yeah, Nushin was nearby, but let's see. He's just trying to stack instead. And the rune will be top. It's a double damage.
It's a big one for Tiny.
In
this situation, you would prefer to get something like Regen. We'll pop that double damage immediately.
Maybe he can get a kill with this.
Yeah, if Puck's not careful enough, does have a point in coil. Again, 5 raindrop charges. But then again, Tiny is level 7 after all.
All that being said, it was Fart Studios that just had themselves a little bit of a net worth lead, almost about 1,000. They find the Silencer. This skewer finally hits, which will allow them to get that kill. Jenkins getting credit for that one. Telekinesis, and, well, they don't have Skewer for another 8 seconds, but they will output some damage on the Snow.
A bit of a different build from Snow. Panel did mention it. 9 mangoes on Spectre, something that Skeeter pioneered, I believe. And, yeah, well done by Snow. I'm looking the way he plays. He puts Raindrop into backpack when Magnus is using Shockwave. So that he doesn't burn it early on. Let's see if he can do it one more time.
That one got burned.
Yeah, that one's impossible to dodge. Fade Bolt.
So, impossible to dodge. Just got to take the charges out that way, I would say. So, let's see how it goes. Who's really needing the best early game performance as this game starts?
I said Tiny, and Tiny's having a really good time. Look at the amount of pressure he's putting onto Puck, playing underneath the tower. Another rune in 10 seconds. If he is the one controlling, like, you don't want to give Tiny all the active runes. You see, Fart Studios, they have 2 supports here. None from Penguin Squad. Let's see where it's going to be. It's going to be, ooh, this is a big one.
Haste. So, Haste, Avalanche, Charge, but Phase Shift. And they do have Dream Coil if they want to use it. Crawler on the run, and eventually with that Frostbite, they'll get the kill there. No coil even committed on that.
If Scythe picked up that Haste rune, he would be able to gank the side lanes, threaten a kill on Puck.
Oh, Avalanche toss, and
never
look
mind,
at that.
he doesn't need it.
Dies. Whoa.
Puck not careful enough. He had power treads on Agi. I guess he was shifting mid the... When he saw that avalanche coming, maybe with the power treads on strength would be able to get the magic wand off. But now Crawler keeping mid, refilling his bottle. And now Sonic looks very dead here.
Yeah.
Moving at the Sonic speed.
I'm trying to run.
266.
That is not fast enough to get out of this. Flame break, right click, Satoshi with the kill. Easily done, and showing that they still have the power to kill this Crystal Maiden. And I feel like that is present at all moments in the game. I don't know what would keep a Crystal Maiden alive long enough. Even 6-slotted Crystal Maidens feel easy to kill. Satoshi farming up this stack. Farming up the other stack, just burning it out, trying to get into his own BKB. They've smoked on the side of Fart Studios, but where can they pop up? That's the real question. They're going to pop up here, right next to the Bat Rider, who doesn't have health because he was taking the stacks and didn't get this big cam stack. He'll end up losing his life, and they'll take the stack themselves on Fart Studios.
They also didn't use coil, so we'll have it available for potentially another kill. Sight, 10 minutes into the game. Almost has a blink dagger, just 300 gold short.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Lifestealer pressuring the top tower.
Radiant structures.
Has armlet complete. Just needs to use the courier. It's a really good Lifestealer game, like against both Tiny and Spectre. It's such a good matchup.
Right.
Like once Lifestealer gets the 3-4 item timing, things are gonna look very rough, I would say. Spectre, Haunt available if they want to make some kind of a play, but I Annihilate. He seems to be the one making the plays, popping the Invis rune.
Going towards top, but the lane is empty. Nobody's here. Satoshi might range back, and that would be a big kill to get back to back. But while that's going on, well, they'll lose Jenkins over bottom. That Haunt was used. And Bat Rider not moving up into this lane, so there's not really much Annihilate could do with that Invis while Nusham's trying to fight bottom still. Last word, and Seeds of Serenity healing up a little bit and just going back and forth. Spectral Dagger on Anusham, but not enough damage. And a Fate Bolt, all of a sudden, Snow taking a lot of damage. Nether Strike looking for the Crystal Maiden up top at the same time. So Sonic gonna get run down as bottom lane, Illusory Orb and Shockwave hits onto this Silencer, and now they've got the Dream Coil on a Snow. So this is looking like a dead Spectre. Avalanche toss, the combo on an Annihilate, he cannot survive.
He's collecting all the tips from his team. He's the one that's been carrying this early game pretty much. Has another combo available, but does have Arcane Curse. Let's see, Shockwave.
Oh, Nether Strike. Oh, it's on the Rubik. Not sure that was the combo he wanted, but went for it anyway. Crawler gonna die here to said Rubik.
Not sure. Tiny did not want to commit there with the full combo. Thought that maybe Toss will be enough. Thinking about going for Crystal Maiden. She's very low HP.
Yeah,
Very low HP. I mean,
is
full
100%.
HP. It's just
It's the same thing.
Yeah, her like total hit points pool is pretty damn low. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Farthest Jake did kill the tower, and then another active rune for Sight. Does have double damage going into Echo Saber. Then the things are gonna be even tougher for both mid laner and both support. It's just gonna be very difficult to survive this Tiny's combo.
Gonna be tough, that's for sure.
By tough, like they just die.
Yeah, they need to
even
hide.
Raindrop and the Fluffy Hat is not gonna save you if you have Echo Saber.
Middle tower is under
Level
They
11.
need to hide to get out of there.
Almost level 12, actually.
Yeah, while Annihilate's only level 9. They smoke up, they're gonna head towards top. They'll see if they can find FSJ. They'll enter the wrong point in the jungle, so he's able to kind of shift towards mid and escape where this smoke is going to. So they wrap all the way around. And they've got Blink Dagger with the double damage, so they're not afraid to really make this jump in, I don't think. But they don't exactly find anybody as the smoke from the side of Fart Studios goes the other way. It's a 1k lead advantage. Tiny Still holding on to the double damage and just about looking for this Oblivion Staff.
You thought it was a full Echo Saber?
No. I was like, he doesn't have the other part, right? I looked at his backpack
it was
real quick.
two. Yeah, I was trying to look for it.
Is under attack.
I got fooled by the...
Look at Tiny again. He might find I Annihilate.
I got fooled by the Quelling Blade for a second.
Needs to be careful here. Blinks out. Good read.
And then just throws the tree in the toss.
Oh, look at this tower damage. Batrider, Spectre, and Spirit Breaker slow sieging the tower.
Whoa, that's the most building damage at one time I've ever seen. Look at
Very
that.
satisfying. Whew.
I mean, that is... Whew.
Dire's top tower.
Good stuff. Good stuff. 2K lead, though. After all said and done, like, it feels like Penguin Squad were kind of controlling the game so far, but...
Yeah, Fart SJ, he's been very active in terms of farming, sitting at 0-0-0.
Right.
He understands what his job is. Rest of the team needs to make the moves. Jenkins, mech available, going into Guardian Greaves and Blink Dagger. Pretty standard on Magnus, I'd say, nowadays, and especially against Silencer. Like, you want to be able to dispel things against the Batrider, keep your teammates alive. Sonic will find Crawler here.
Crawler, charge, and now going to get chased by FSJ. Use that Nether Strike, Stoneman Charge coming through, and they go to the Global Silence. They're going to start to retreat on the side of Fart Studios as well as Penguin Squad.
So they popped Global.
Both will disengage.
BKB reveal on Batrider. They got nothing done. Now it's time for Fart Studios to get something done in this mid lane. But still got to be careful about Tiny. Tiny's combo. Double damage again. Spawn top.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So, let's see. FSJ going to take that tier 1 over mid, and easy peasy.
Tower has fallen.
Look at that.
Haunt available on Snow one more time. Does have Manta Style, needs to use the Courier. They're gonna go in with that double damage.
Ooh, Jenkins going to die to Scythe. The charge going all the way after Sonic. They haunt. Nushum gone, and this is going to be a third. Sonic nowhere to go.
Dire's middle tower
3 easy kills in succession there for the Penguin Squad.
fortified.
Looking like a tower is in trouble, but can they finish it off?
They pop the Glyph out of spite. Just to try to tilt Tiny. Uses a full combo. Still gonna get the tower in the end, stopping him from taking the creep wave. Echo Saber done.
Charging I Annihilate. Okay. Well done. Easy charge. So 1K lead after those 3 kills come through from Penguin Squad. Sonic, he's still just level 6. Finally has that fluffy hat, though, so he's got a decent amount of HP. Ooh, charge in on a Jenkins, and Nether Strike, they'll bop him into the ground. Yeah, while he was up in the air, they were able to get that kill.
Nether Strike during the toss. And there's so many cool combos with the toss. Like when Mars came out, it was super popular. Just, grief. So you grief your own teammates, spear cannot hit, or like you see these wonky spears during the toss when they're falling to the ground. Fartis J still sitting at 0-0-0, 18 minutes into the game, going into Deso next. I want to see some more aggression. Like, Global Silence is available. This Tiny doesn't rely on cooldown. Cooldowns that they have is one on Spectre, one on Batrider, but with Spirit Breaker Tiny, they can go around the map and just kill people. Side going into BKB next, will disassemble that Echo Saber. Go back to Echo Saber one more time. Most likely get that Aghanim Scepter, which is extremely popular build on Tiny. I like how we've seen different builds on Tiny, like how Dota minds of professional players evolve. during the time. Like, there aren't many changes. Satoshi
BKB?
pops a BKB. We'll get Nusham unless there's an
you
infest
say that.
save.
They're going to go after him, but like you said, there's the infest save to help him just bolster. Got a little bit worried that, you know, they might get themselves a kill there onto the Bat Rider instead, especially once that BKB had run out. Getting a little bit scary in that situation. What is the tempo, or who does the tempo benefit the most at the moment?
I mean, going into like super late game carry to carry matchup is good for Lifestealer, but the rest of the team is not doing so hot. So I think if this goes super late game, Penguin Squad definitely have better chances. You have this Batrider scaling tiny compared to Magnus. Like, he doesn't scale as good. He's gonna be the Empower bot. And also Puck didn't have that good of a time. Did manage to keep up. And now on top of Network.
Yeah, Silencer dies. They'll go after this Spirit Breaker. They get themselves two. And just as we were talking about if the game was even, well, they break it open a little bit with those 2 kills. And I would say the odds are probably looking pretty close to each other. And actually, Fart Studios getting a little bit of that Spectre treatment. They're not even the favorites in the moment.
Interesting. But yeah, Puck, I talked about Annihilate's progression. He did manage to find some really good farm. Like, even though he did have 3 deaths in the early stages of the game. Big pull.
Looking for the charge. Not going to get anything going from that at the moment. Just a 3K lead right now for Fart Studios, but it always feels like Penguin Squad are just on the cusp of bringing this one back.
Yeah, they could take a fight, but they popped the Haunt. Maybe they're gonna wait for Aghanim Scepter completed on Spectre, try to make a move, kill 1-2 guys, turn that into Rosh, because with Manta style on Spectre, you do have enough sustain and damage for Rosh, because like Deso works on the illusion, so.
And definitely.
Like Deso, I mean Desolate, yeah.
Definitely could see that coming with the Ags, the aggression from that. You know, obviously the Shadow Step giving you that extra Spectral Dagger when you go after somebody. And you see heroes like Crystal Maiden that feel very easy to kill. That are basically just food afterthoughts. And even Nusham on the Rubik, it might be a free one.
Does have Glimmer, so he is relatively tanky. They need to have a dust available. I don't see any dust on the cores. He's been holding onto that Glimmer Cape for quite some time, but still no reveal.
So they're smoked up. They're searching.
Scan will connect. Radiant know exactly where they are.
You know, TP out immediately on Snow. Oh, Jenkins close. Global Silence even popped. They will go after Nusham, who's got this Arcane Curse. And, well, Shockwave, Crawler trying to run. Illusory Orb, Waning Rift, and a kill onto the Spirit Breaker. Not the intended target for their aggression at that point in time, but they still get something out of it. And they've got this Deso available on FSJ. They've got control of where Rosh is. Is there any chance that we see Fart Studios being the ones who go for Rosh?
Yeah, I thought they might just go in and try to take it. You have Lifestealer. You have more than enough damage with this Deso Empower. He's gonna pop off, and after finishing Casual Sange and Lifestealer, he did go for Open Wounds, so that's gonna be max HP, extra lifesteal on him. Very good against Spectre. Spectre does have Aghanim Scepter completed. So let's see how they approach this one. Now Fart Studio is going to go inside the Rosh pit and try to take it. Sight, BKB available, 9-second BKB. I'm a little surprised that they are going to give this one for free, or will they?
So far. Oh, they're going to go. They've got the Shadow Step. And Crawler, he's going to get killed, but they go to the lasso. It's on the Fartus J, and trying to survive, runs towards his team to get the Infest into the Crystal Maiden, but they're still right here. RP onto a couple. Finally, Sonic dies, but not a lot of life left on FSJ. Avalanche on a 3. Down goes Jenkins. Down goes FSJ. Dream Coil not going to matter, and they will keep everybody alive for now. On the side of Penguin Squad is the Nether Strike, the bash, the kill on Annihilate. Fart Studios lose everything.
Rosh is very low. Yeah, this is why we're here. This is why Dota is entertaining, especially Div 2 Dota. Like, you don't know who's going to do what. Nusham, he's underneath the sentry.
No boy.
Killed here, so not sure what the plan was, but Tiny setting things up. You are sitting inside the Firefly. Want to see the fight recap? Yeah. Damage from Spectre, like, still pretty damn high. Almost 5,000 in the previous fight.
Yeah, now you've got the Sages to work with. That first Aegis is going to push Snow even further in his item progression. Looking for the Scotty next. Like, I don't think the game gets much easier for Fart Studios now that they have lost that fight.
Okay, he
and they get
gets
to kill
a
a Crawler.
freebie.
Okay. That'll work.
Jenkins with an easy one. Horn Toss Skewer, Shockwave will get the job done. We'll see the fight again.
Yeah, Skewer back and holds the RP. Thought about it for a second. And just the combo from the
a lifesteal got isolated.
Massive.
Like, you see Spectre hitting you. He gets infested into Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden dies immediately. Batrider during the BKB, and then Tiny shows up. 3-man Avalanche toss. If they had like another round of spells from Rubik and Fardas J, he's like, yeah, it's
despair.
It's like, guys, you need to play around me. We all heard it. Carrie is blaming the rest of the team. Matchup against Batrider can be difficult in the laning stage. It looks really well for the Lifestealer, but having a BKB piercing ability that is going to lock him down. Same goes for this Nether Strike, Global Silence as well. So Lifestealer, you know, in terms of lockdown for him during the BKB or Rage, whatever you want to call it. Oh, he decided to go for SNY on Lifestealer, not the usual item that we see.
What would you rather than the SNY?
I wouldn't mind seeing something like even straight up BKB, even though they do have BKB piercing abilities. But if you pop a BKB, I'm fine with casual Sanj that you can turn into Heaven's Halberd later if you feel like you need it, and then get AC done. Maybe even get Satanic. It's another way of dispelling things. Makes you super tanky.
Gonna die to Annihilate. Scythe comes in. Avalanche missing. Open wounds onto the Tiny. Global Silence is usually gonna turn this the other way, but they've got the lasso from a distance. RP to turn this one around. They go to the FS. They've got the Silencer over to the side. Arcane Curse. Stolen Arcane Curse. And now Haunt used. But Telekinesis slams it down onto 2. The look over for Annihilate. Illusory Orb needs to get away with the Waning Rift. The Freezing Field from Sonic. A deterrent. It worked.
2 Deep Observer were placed during this fight. 1 behind the tier 2 tower, and 1 scouting things out here near the big camp. And also they have 1 sneaky ward that's gonna run out near the enemy triangle.
Yeah, that's an interesting little ward there.
Kroll is struggling a little bit in this game. He gets in, he gets lifted. Like against Puck, it's a bit difficult. He doesn't have the clear target to go for. And a lot of those deaths did add up, so needs another 1,000 gold to farm up his Shadow Blade. Things are gonna definitely get much easier once he picks up that.
Batrider, by the way, looking for the shard, trying to get that sticky napalm upgrade, and we could see the lasso range is quite a lot for him. Horn Toss Skewer. This would be a big kill if they could get it onto the Tiny, but look at the lasso again. Just from a distance, goes into the Rage. They've got the charge coming through on FSJ as the Rage runs out. The Nether Strike lands. They've got the last word, but he'll infest. And the Skewer, onto the high ground. Tossed him onto the high ground now. Crawler's in some trouble. They get the silence onto the Tiny. Can they get the kill? Yes, they can with a Dream Coil help coming in from Annihilate with the BKBB popped here by the Bat Rider. The chase is on. Jenkins doesn't get to the low ground, though, so he'll probably burn out. Sonic might be next. 2 stacks of the Sticky Napalm. New Sham coming over. Flame Break, Telekinesis, down goes Satoshi, Scythe, now hit with the Stolen Avalanche and the right-click damage of FSJ. Annihilate gets the kill there onto the Tiny. They'll go after Nusham, they'll finish him off. Snow's got himself at least a double. And now, can they stop this Spectre TP? No. But a back-and-forth fight it goes.
There is no coil available, but very good fight for Far Studios. They did spread out the fight for a very long time, and you can see Lifestealer going ham in that fight. Like, these are type of the fights, if he's not the one getting isolated, if he's not the one getting killed immediately, and he's able to lock onto a target, that he's still a menace to deal with. Almost 8,000 damage in the previous fight. As Mindbreaker, so extra attack speed, extra damage, and also silence on some of these heroes. Going into Lingosphere next. It's an okay way to protect himself against this Bat Rider, against charge from Spirit Breaker. Puck has one. Maybe investing a bit too much in this Lincoln's department. If your supports are having a good time, I would love to see a Lotus Orb being picked up, just to be able to counter. Like, you precast this Lotus Orb on a Lifestealer, and he should be fine. You can also, like, use it to dispel things, and then he can get the Rage off. Tiny is getting bigger, however. Having that Crystallis, having this Echo Saber that he can still disassemble and get that lasso on Rubik.
Yeah, onto the Rubik, and there's going to be +2 again for the Silencer. And they'll
this
also
is
find
exactly
Sonic.
What they need to get Jenkins.
Ogre Seal Totem, but now they've got the Nether Strike, and they're going to keep up with him. And they'll go to the Shadow Step. Skewer back, not going to matter. And that is going to be a double kill for Snow. So even with that double kill, still a 5k lead for Fart Studios, but you can feel the strengths of this Penguin squad lineup.
Spectre, like, if they have vision, if Tiny gets the jump, he can immediately delete one of these supports, and this is exactly what they need to do. Kill supports, then deal with the rest. Kite Lifestealer, wait until his rage is down, and then go for him. And also you have Spectre to provide you with vision in these fights. Spectre going for Moonshard as her next item. At least that's what's queued up. I would prefer if that's a Basher, just to be able to stop the people from deeping out, and then you can get Abyssal Blade. You can also get a Butterfly to protect yourself from this bad matchup that you're playing into Lifestealer. But if he feels that this Moonshard is a good choice, like having extra night vision does help, providing vision for the team so they get the better jump, and also like a lot of attack speed with the Deso works really well, of course, but it's more of a meme build, I would say.
So together is 5-man smoke for Fart Studios. And where will they go with this? 8 seconds for the potential Rosh timing. We take back the outpost, and it's going to be a long Rosh. 2 minutes and 20 seconds before this Rosh comes back up. And I feel like that benefits Penguin Squad. Just to continue farming, and Fart Studios not really fighting without that Aegis at the moment. Even though they smoked, they didn't go for it. But Horn Toss, Skewer, and they'll find the Silencer, right as I say that they didn't fight, but Silencer was a little bit too far out. You see the bait, you take it. Even if it's not really bait, it's just a free kill.
Classic space to die as a position 5. You cross the river, like you see the water, it means you're dead pretty much.
Yeah, can't be looking at the river like that. Just going to be giving away all too much if you do that. So Let's see. Fort Studio is now playing across the river. They'll see a wild Spirit Breaker charge in front of their eyes. I believe he might have crossed within sentry range, but I'm not sure. And maybe Fort Studios a little hesitant, or just kind of waiting for the positioning to find Rosh in a fight before it.
We'll scout things out to see if it's there. Not there for another 50 seconds. As you said, it was a long spawn. Sight does have Aghanim Scepter completed and Crystallis. This is big. Also level 20 talent, so gotta be extremely careful. These supports on Fart Studios, not gonna have a good time. Like, they should die.
Yeah,
Spectre with the Haunt
is gonna be quick.
Shadow Step, one charge. Don't go for the big kills. Take out the supports, and then clean up.
Let's see if eventually somebody comes by, and right now it's just the Bat Rider bottom. FSJ continuing to farm. He's going into a Silver Edge after he's
That's
picked up that
also
Lincoln's.
good item choice. I don't mind that. To be able to break Spectre, which makes this matchup even better for Lifestealer.
You can see the tree volley into the instant kill of the creep, so easy way to farm there and continue to get a lot of gold as he gets back into the Echo Saber. And I wait over to the side. Let's see. Do they want to go in on this? They've got some heroes over to the side towards mid.
I Annihilate died one time in last, 25 minutes, pretty much. He's been doing a very good job not getting caught by Batrider. Lincoln's proc by Spirit Breaker charge.
Oh, Global Silence coming out, and they're going to get this kill into I Annihilate.
I cursed him.
FSJ, he's right here, though. They've got the Telekinesis. They're going to try and get a kill here onto the Spectre charge. Now coming all the way through, but Snow is going to fall. And, Snow falls as he uses that Haunt. Avalanche, Scythe coming in, Tree Volley on cooldown. They're going to buy back here on the Rubik. They'll take out Sonic. He'll buy back too. Right clicks on a Crawler. And, well, Bat Rider is going to get into the trees. However, FSJ, well, they've got the Telekinesis. They'll have the kill onto this Bat Rider and take him out again.
This is where you, as Spectre, ping out the amount of damage that Lifestealer dealt to you. Like, he did 7,000 damage in the previous fight.
Jeez.
It's just, it gets pretty ridiculous, especially if Spectre's, getting isolated. And now, Fardas J, infested Jenkins. Jenkins DP's mid. They're gonna go and finish off the Rosh, or at least try. Sight in a good spot. Use the volley.
Volley!
Down to half HP. Ooh. Needed another crit.
Jenkins needed just a touch more. Doesn't quite get it, though. So, now, coming over. Toss up into the air. Oh. Horn toss. BKB. Charge. Thinking about it. Now going the other way. Dream Coil down. It's on the 2. Gonna snap on this Spirit Breaker. Scythe, though, Tree Volley hitting FSJ. And can they get the kill now on the Scythe? He doesn't have a lot of mana to play with. They're going to jump him. They've got the skewer over the Telekinesis and pause.
Ooh, Batrider dead. Pauses the game. Is anyone missing? Spectre's not there. No Haunt. No Shadow Step available. Very interesting pause indeed. Tactical. I don't think they're getting away with this one. They definitely look like the fight's already over. Spirit Breaker down to half HP. Lifestealer is just gonna munch on Tiny. There's nothing that is gonna help him out here. Doesn't have a BKB. Doesn't have Blink. Ogre Seal Totem on cooldown.
Is he tanky enough, though? Still 2,000 health to his name.
He dies in 2 seconds from Lifestealer, pretty much.
I'll be counting. So if you're wrong,
If like
Oh,
once
no.
Lifestealer gets close, give him 0.2 seconds and then count to 2.
okay. Okay. I'll give them that time once they unpause. I guess, respect the pause. Batrider's technically got buyback, and you want to make sure that he's got a chance to potentially join the team. But for right now, chat interaction time under over 2 seconds after this Lifestealer starts touching the tiny will he die.
Has
That is
open
1
wounds.
for yes, 2 for no.
Max HP as damage. Puck with the right clicks. Yeah, there's no way he lives there. Batrider just reconnected, so let's see if he's good to go.
Take a chance. Go when you guys are ready. Okay. There's the full reconnect. Know the feeling. We'll see when Satoshi wants us to go. Go, ready, go. Go when ready. No problem, no problem. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And 1, 2. Oh, 4 staff. But there's the kill on the side.
Took him a second and a half longer, but
Ogre Seal Totem and a Skewer not landing onto anybody but the Horn Toss. They have found the Silencer, and they're going to get another kill here. He's got buyback available.
and now Lifestealer fully unlocked, sitting on 4,000.
Lasso, Global, and still in charge, but they've locked up this Batrider. Satoshi Falls, Telekinesis coming through on a Snow. They bought back on Jenkins. Arcane Curse isn't going to be enough. Oh, tries to juke, but not going to work out.
Lifestealer's just going ham in these fights. There's nothing to stop him with. Hits level 25 in this one, and like they should take the Rosh Crawler, getting charged by Newsham.
And Dreamcoil to follow it up. So this is a dead Spirit Breaker.
They don't care about Rosh. They want to end this game pretty much. 60 seconds without Spectre. No buyback on her. In the end, he decided to go for that Basher, but against Lifestealer, you can't really square up and take these fights. Artist J will start hitting the buildings. Deso, 20 charges on it. They will fall back, however. It's the safer play.
Now go for Rosh.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
See, 69%. Nice. Now 70. Not nice.
Not nice at all. Roshan holding the Aegis, holding the Shard. Rubik doesn't have a Shard, so he should be the one picking it up. Full Abyssal Blade about to be completed.
Immediately a smoke out of the Roche pit. And they're going to head right down mid. Except for Annihilate. He's going to go top. He's almost level 25 too, so we'll see that. Dreamcoil pierces magic immunity. And RP controlling the Tiny, but the Force Staffs get him back into the base. They've got the Lasso. Jenkins, you got to remember, he bought back in the last fight. So he is in so much trouble. Newsham and Sonic and Jenkins all fall, no buyback. That goes horribly for Fart Studios.
Bash. Ooh, not working. This would be big. If they maybe managed to kill him once, he could definitely kite with the Infest as well. But yeah, as you said multiple times so far in the NADPC 2nd Division, these numbers on top, they don't matter. The score, timer, net worth lead.
They all don't matter. Not even in the slightest. I think with no buybacks, like, Tiny's going to take these buildings very quickly. If they're
Gets first seats bash
confident enough.
and runs away.
Dire structures are falling.
Glyph. Gotta be careful. Lasso, Annihilate. Uh-oh. Tree Volley and Tree Annihilated. They get the kill. They'll look over at FSJ. Global Silence was used. And just hit the buildings. That's what it's all about.
I have to check who's holding the Aegis, because these fights, to me, it looks like Penguin Squad are the ones with Aegis, with that free shard. Now Tiny, like, look at his damage. Once he starts hitting on those buildings, FSJ getting bashed.
FSJ? Uh-oh, aim fast, avalanche, toss, there's a kill. And that creep, well, it's gonna sneak away.
Nusham needs to be more careful, does have that lift available, the upgraded one. And the Yondisk as well, but they just killed the barracks. They're the ones who are punching back. There is equal amount of barracks missing on both sides.
It's from a 12,000 net worth deficit.
Yeah, we also did hit level 25 on some of the heroes that we didn't mention. 5% extra dispersion on Spectre. Lifestealer, of course, picked up the rage duration. Buck did go for the obvious one. Dream Coil pierces magic immunity, so that's a huge one. Keep them in place so Lifestealer can be the one dealing the damage. But there's been a big pickup on side. Like we talked about Crawler not having that good of a game. He had a bit of a slow entrance. Now, Shadowblade and also Haven's Halberd. If he manages to get that off on a Lifestealer in a fight, could save Spectre potentially. Could even having something to proc the Lincolns with also helps out. So
right.
The rest of the team can, like, you can use Nether Strike. Batrider can use the Lasso. Spell Prism on Batrider. He found all the CDR in the world. Quickening Charm. Octarine Core will replace that quickening with Spell Prism. Level 15 talent, minus 10 seconds on Lasso. So, gonna be a minute.
It's everything you could hope for, that's for sure. But the biggest concern right now is Fart Studios losing these fights with such a lead. And they just continue to put themselves back into a deficit almost. They're up 5k right now, but it does not feel like they have the advantage going into the later part of this game.
Yeah, it just doesn't matter at this point. It feels like it's 5,000 net worth. That's 1,000 gold per hero. It's not even like half the item. It's like half the force staff.
Dire are scanning.
Let's see. As they sit back in their base. At least for right now, and nobody looking to cross the river just yet. Such a long time till the next Rosh, because I'm going to say that, you know, this age is going to expire in the hands of the Lifestealer without a fight happening.
It's going to be a lot of sticky napalm charges in that fight. Batrider with the shard that he picked up a long time ago, and also level 25 talent, so having 2 flame break charges,
right,
and also applying 2 sticky napalm charges.
So when will they finally start to fight is the real question. And well, we'll go over for a second. Blink away. FSJ towards the front line. Over behind them. They go in. They've got this Dream Coil. They've got the silence coming through. And can they get the kill? They at least get themselves. The Batrider is going to buy back immediately. Artist J's hitting illusions. I Annihilate hit with the Abyssal Blade. They've got the invest to try and keep him alive. Phase shifting, trying to leave, freezing field over to the side. The lasso on FSJ. They get the kill. He's going to need to buy back if they want to win this fight. It's exactly what he's going to do. As they take out Jenkins, they don't have a Magnus in place anymore. But there goes the silencer as well. I Annihilate still on the run. They've got the silence. It's onto this Batrider. Phase shift, flame break, not going to land. And he'll survive. Well, they get the kill on a Scythe and take it the Tiny. They're charging all the way in. It's on the Batrider who's just going to TP out, but they hit the silence. They'll go to the Manta Style on Snow, but the overwhelming blink slowing him down. FSJ coming over, and now the open wounds, the buyback from this Tiny. So he's going to try and get back into the fight. The charges in from Crawler. They get the kill on the Snow. He's going to have buyback as well. The Tree Volley gets the kill on I Annihilate. Looks for Nusham, but he's able to get into the Glimmer Cape and hide it in the trees to survive.
Farnus J, he needs to be careful. He bought back in the previous fight, so if they manage to kill him, that's most of their damage gone, pretty much. And they have full 2 minutes to do whatever they want. Tiny hits level 25 in that fight, 2 toss charges, and you can see who's the one dealing the damage. Once again, on side of Fart Studios, it's Fart SJ and Tiny. One buyback from I Annihilate. They want to get this kill. Where's the coil?
There it is, and this is a problem.
He bought back.
He's gonna die here and be dead for 2 minutes. No buyback.
Could mean that there will be a Rosh spawn, and you know you're taking that fight 4 versus 5. Tiny. He can still get bigger. He just bought a shard. Does not want to throw away his 3. And, I mean, can get the Aghanim Scepter. He can eat it to get another item if he wants like more damage. Like we might even see Divine Rapier, but for now, needs to farm his buyback. Because he doesn't, oh, never mind, he doesn't even have it.
Oh boy. Yeah. No buyback. Nothing doing. Bottom set of racks. Those are gone. Just need one more set at the top. At least that's hoping what they're gonna get. But it's tough. Now you know where they're coming from. It's always that, oh, there's only one lane left. I can still defend. We know where they're coming from.
Now you have advantage. You know where they're gonna come and strike, so you can prep. But they could be sneaky. Use that smoke. Enter from different angle. Jenkins, like once you hit that level 20 with Magnus and Etherlands, it's just the skewers are gigantic. Look at that cast range.
He's just got to land them. That's the thing. He's been off the mark on a couple. But if he can land them, they are an issue, that's for sure. Moving forward on Scythe. FSJ. Got the break. They'll have the horn toss. There's the skewer away from the tree volley. RP, Dream Coil. They have the control. Scythe comes in. Avalanche with the toss out of the Crystal Maiden. But they lose the Spectre, who does have buyback. Crawler on the run. Bat Rider alive in just 1 second more. Rosh alive in 3 seconds more. They'll go in with the jump coming out from Snow. Tree volley off to the side. Still trying to get a kill here on Anushim, who's got himself this Aeon Disc. They'll get the kill on I Annihilate. They'll get the kill on Crawler. They'll take out the Spirit Breaker. He's going to buy back. No puck for 2 minutes. And now Jenkins next on the list. They will get the kill there onto the Magnus. He's got no buyback as well. FSJ has to leave. And it crumbles again for Fart Studios.
Oh, man, this game is so back and forth, and they're figuring it out. They want to get stuff done. Roshan does have cheese and Aghanim's Blessing. Who doesn't have Ags? I see Batrider not having one. Spectre did buy one, of course. They could give it to Spirit Breaker. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Spirit Breaker also holding double gem. So you're not going to hide.
Double gem means double vision, of course. That is how this works. So Rosh, all in the hands of Penguin Squad. Let's see who gets what here.
Spectres, hoarding, prepping.
Sounds very carry-esque.
All these items are for me, right?
No surprises at all. I won't lie to you. I feel like that's pretty typical.
I mean, you gotta use it. You gotta give it to someone. They just gave cheese to Tiny, but what about that Ags?
Somebody would love it. It would be nice to give it.
It would be really nice to give it to someone. He's trying to give it to Batrider, I
FSJ, and he is dead. No buyback.
He's done so. 2.5 minutes without him.
He is gonna die too, and that is not good. Puck in 15. RP only skewer on a 1. It's long distance.
Cheese.
But he's got the cheese. Tree volley. The damage on the Jenkins. The flame breaker to the outside. The throne in trouble. It's looking like the Penguin Squad have waddled their way to a victory. With the BKB being popped here by a Bat Rider, though, they're going to try and make a play, and it's not going to matter. They'll take the victory 2-1 over Fart Studios.
Man, these Dev 2 NA games.